Hey y'all, if you're like me and you work out of a small space or your shop's a little crowded, sometimes you just need a little extra workspace. I think Vevor may have the answer right here. This is a little fold-up wall mount work table. It's got two brackets, folds up. You could set your workspace on there, get stuff done when you're back to needing your space back. It's got two bracket releases that come down and boom, folds right up along the side. I think that's pretty handy. I've been trying this out. It's pretty sturdy. I will say this, to be honest, I broke it. I broke the top off because it comes with these little 1/2-inch screws that hold the top on. And it's rated for 100 and I believe it's 111 pounds, it says. And I was working on it, and I think I was leaning on it inadvertently. Didn't know what I wasn't paying attention, and I pulled those screws right out of the top, which I should have seen that coming. I should have put in some longer screws, but I didn't. But I went back and redid it, and I put some 3/4-inch screws in there. Otherwise, it's a pretty ingenious little operation. Like I say, I'm in a small shop. I'm probably 10 by 20 in my laser room in here where I work. And I've got stuff packed everywhere and I ain't got any more space. But Vevor reached out to me and said, hey, we'd like you to try this out. And I said, that might be the perfect thing I need right there. So I mounted it on this wall. It does come with a, got this template that opens up. And then the bag of hardware, it's got some good screws and some sheetrock anchors. So I don't know that I would put this in sheetrock unless you're just really not going to be putting a lot of weight on it. But I went straight into studs where the brackets, and I'll show you those in a second. And I didn't follow the exact measurements because I've already got the studs there. So it's not super critical that you hang them on there unless you're doing that with the sheetrock or whatever, and you want just somewhere to mark that out with. But yeah, I didn't do it like that, so I went the other way. All right, let's go down underneath and let's see what we got. And this might be a little dark, but here's your brackets right here. Very nice brackets. They're not, like I say, they're not super high strength, but if you're just going to be, writing on it or just putting some light design work on there, maybe some electrical work, you'll probably be all right. I wouldn't put a bunch of heavy machinery on there and work on it. And definitely don't lean on it when you're done. So, yeah, and I don't know if you can see the... if you can see where the screws pulled out of the top, which was completely my fault. I wasn't even watching where I was going, but just leaning on it, working on something, and it came apart on me. But to be expected. I mean, it's particle board, very thick piece with some really nice coating on it. Even the outer coating. I was looking at the screws. It pulled that off, but they were stuck on the screw, so it had some strength behind it. So yeah, and then the bracket, you just flip the lever down, and there she folds over. Pretty handy. And here you see you get a little 3/4-inch gap there where the bracket goes in. And then when you fold it back up, it's pretty flush. You could get a little flusher if you're being careful with it. I gave it a little shim space in there to work. So yeah, so that's it. That's your Vevor wall mount folding work table, workspace, I guess. Pretty handy little thing. And like I said, they sent it to me to try it out. I've been using it, other than me leaning on it too hard and breaking the top, which was totally my fault, because it wasn't meant for me to be leaning on it. It's working out pretty good. I've been using it quite a bit. You can see a little dirt. I'll tell you one thing I was going to do with it is when I make my stuff and I have a photo shoot I need to do, I just pull this down. Now I've got a little studio area where I can get some pictures. And, that don't weigh nothing. I don't put anything super heavy. And then we're set to go. All right, the Vevor folding wall table. If you're looking at it, I hope that helps. Yeah, just don't put anything super heavy. You'll be all right. All right, guys, thanks for watching.